to be showing you guys how to solve quadratic functions, and I'm going to be using the released EOC exam questions to show you guys how to solve. Okay, so the first question is number 3, and it says which expression is equivalent to t squared minus 36? And as you can tell by the equation, it is a differences. We're going to be using the differences of squares method. So the first thing we want to do is find the square root of the equation. So the square root of t squared would be t, because t times t. That's basically all t squared is saying is t times t. And then the square root of 36 would be 6, because 6 times 6 equals 36. Okay? So 36 is a perfect square. So all you're doing is finding the square root of that perfect square, which is 6. Which gives us these results. So the next thing you want to do is turn your results that you just got into an expression, and you want to do this by unsplitting the two signs that we're going to be using in our expression. And we're going to be using a negative and a positive sign, because a negative times a positive equals a negative, and we have a negative sign right here. So we're going to use a negative and a positive sign in our new expression. So then once you find your two signs, you want to put one of each letter sign and number into one of the two sets of parentheses that we're going to use. So one parenthesis is going to have t, a positive sign, and a 6, and the other parenthesis is going to have the second t, a negative sign, and the other 6. So it's going to look something like this: t minus 6 and t plus 6. So this is our answer for this question. And as you see, B would be the correct answer. Now you can also check your answer by foiling the expression to make sure that you are correct. And if you foil it correctly, then it will bring you back to the original equation, which is t squared minus 6. So moving on to our next question. It is question 4 in the exam, and it says which is the graph of the function f of x equals 4x squared minus 8x plus 7. So the first thing you want to do is take your variables slash terms, variables, terms, same difference. So which is going to be a equals 4, b equals negative 8, and c equals 7. So then the next thing you want to do is find your ALS. And ALS stands for axis of symmetry. So for axis of symmetry, you want to use this formula, which says negative b divided by 2 times a. So you want to take your variables that you just stated, and you want to substitute it in for b and a. I'm just going to give you this right here, and then you want to solve that, and it's going to give you 8 over 8, which is also equal to 1. So once you find that, you want to find the vertex. And solving the vertex, all you want to do is take your answer that you got for the AOS. For this question, it is 1. So you want to take 1 and you want to substitute it in for x in the original function over here. So it's going to look like something like this. And then once you solve that correctly, it should equal to 3. And then from here, all you want to do is put your AOS answer and your vertex answer into a ordered there. So that's going to look like 1, 3. So that's your vertex. So then from here you want to find your y-intercept. And this has to be the easiest thing of how to solve a quadratic function, because the y-intercept is right in the function, and the y-intercept is the value c. So for this function, the y-intercept equals 7. Simple. So then all you want to do now, once you found your y-intercept, you want to graph all the components that you have solved for and found, and you want to plot all that stuff on the on a coordinate plane. And once you do that, you should get answer choice D, and it should look something like this. You have your vertex right here at 1, 3. You have your axis of symmetry going up and down on the y-axis. The x-axis, and then you have your y-intercept, which is 7. And that is your answer. So moving on to the next question is question number 9. And it says the function f t equals -5t squared plus 20t plus 60 models the approximate height of an object t seconds after it is launched. How many seconds will it take for the object to hit the ground? So for this, we want to find the GCF first, and GCF stands for greatest common factor. Okay? So we're going to find the greatest common factor of the function that they just gave us. So the greatest common factor out of this function would be 5, because, well, actually -5, because -5 can go into 20, and -5 can go into 60, and -5 can go into itself. So once you find the greatest common factor, you're going to want to pull it out of each number, and it's going to look something like this. So from here, you want to go ahead and solve for your new function. So you want to multiply a and c, which is 1 and -12. And that's going to give you -12. And then you want to find factors of -12, but it also has to equal to your value b, which is 4. So if you did this right, the two factors that you should have gotten is -6 and 2, because -6 times 2 equals 12. But if you add -6 and 2, it gives you -4. So if you have the sum of your b, and if you also got the factors of the number that you have multiplied, then you are correct. So then you can move on to the next step, which is using the box method. And the box method is quite simple. You draw your box, and then you want to take your function that you have gotten your GCF from, and then you also want to, and then from here you want to take the first term, which is t squared, and put it in the first box like this. Then you want to take your last term, which is -12, and put it in your last box, which will look like this. Then you want to take your two factors that you have found, which is -6 and 2, and you want to put them into the box method as well. But you also want to make sure you put the variable t after. So then from here, you want to go ahead and fix your sign. So for this row, it's going to be a negative sign because it has a -6. And then for this column, it's going to be a positive because they're both positive numbers. And then you want to numbers that can go into both each column or row. But they don't have to be a number, they can also be a variable. So for this one it's going to be 6, and this one is going to be t, because 6 can go into 6 and 6 can go into 12. Also, t can go into t squared and t can go into 2t. So for the top is going to be 2 minus 6. And then for the side, t can go into t squared and t can go into negative 16. As well as 2 can go into 2 itself, and then 2 can go into 12. So on the side is going to be t plus 2. So from here you want to set both of the expressions that we have gotten, which was t minus 6 and t plus 2, and you want to set them both equal to 0 and solve. What you solve them, this is just a one-step equation, and you're going to get t equals 6 and t equals negative 2. And as you see in the question, it says, how many seconds does it take to hit the ground? So we're dealing with time here, and you can't have negative time, so that would be crossed out. So I think left would be 6. So your answer would be 6. So moving on to the last question is number 19. It says, suppose that the equation b equals 20.8x squared minus 458.3x plus 3,500 represents the value of a car from 1964 to 2002. What year did the car have its value? X equals 0 in 1964. No. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is find the AOS. And you want to use the same formula that we used in question number 4. And then, so you want to get your B value, and you want to get your A value. You want to substitute it in, and then once you solve that, you should get 11.02. So from here, all you want to do is plug 11.02 into the original equation, which is this, and you're going to get something like this right here. And then once you square, and then the first thing you want to do first is square 11.2. So you should get 121.4404. And then next thing you want to do is go ahead, multiply everything you need to multiply, and that should give you this. And then you want to go ahead and subtract and add, which is going to give you 975. And if you look at your answer choices, C has 975. And 975, you can just go ahead and translate that to 1975. So your answer would be 1975. And here's the thing that you can check too. As you see, we got 11.2. And if you just ignore 0.02 and just focus on 11, as you see, if you go up 11 from 1964, it gives you 1975. So basically, you just found the number of years that it went up from your original year. So that's really, you don't have to go that far, but you can. So that's how you solve this. That's how you solve this question, and this is the rest of my video. So thank you for watching. Bye.